Hello, Lunar Club members. Let's talk about working with a new moon in Taurus. These Taurus energies, what are they, and how to work with them in our life. So, the sun is in Taurus from April 20th to May 20th. And this is a period of fertilization, fertility, and growth. And it makes sense too because it's spring, right? So, of course, this Taurus energy embodies fertility and growth. And this is when the earth begins to blossom and bloom all around us. So all those seeds that were planted, the ideas that were conceived, the new moon wishes that were made during the new moon in Aries are all now beginning to germinate, to grow, and to blossom under the sun in Taurus. And at some point, while the sun is in Taurus, the moon will meet the sun in Taurus, amplifying this Taurus energy throughout the world. But with two very different light frequencies, right? The sun is our outer expression. It's the reflection of our outer world. And so when the sun is in Taurus, we see that and experience that as spring. So Taurus has this very spring-like quality, these spring energies. Now when the moon meets the sun in Taurus, the moon represents our inner emotional body. And so this is a time to take a look at what this Taurus energy is and how we can harness this in our life to become the person we want to become and to have the life that we want to have, to create something new, to create a new self, and to create a new life. And so, what is this Taurus energy that we're working with for this new moon? Well, Taurus energy is slow and steady. I like to think of it as like planting a seed in your garden. It's slow and steady. Once you plant a seed, it doesn't turn into a plant overnight. It takes some time. The conditions have to be right. It has to be the right consistency of sun, of water, and of nutrients in the soil. And when the conditions are just right, the seed will open and begin to grow roots and begin to make its way through the earth, peeking through the earth. And then we have this little baby plant, this little sapling that's just emerged in the world. And it takes some time for it to grow into its maturity. And once it reaches its maturity, it grows really fast and beautiful and abundant. And so this Taurus energy is slow and steady. It's also nurturing, like Mother Earth, very nurturing and providing. It's also stabilizing and grounding, like the earth element. The earth elements like crystals help us to ground, to go taking hikes out in nature, being out in nature, touching the earth, playing with it, gardening. All these help to ground us. And so this Taurus energy is very grounding and stabilizing. It's also very tactile. The Taurus energy is very much in the physical world. It's very sensual with our physical senses of sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. And so it has this very tactile, physical, palpable, tangible quality to it. It's also very enduring. It's persevering, right? Going back to that analogy with the seed, it has to persevere, cracking through the seed and breaking through the soil. So it has this very persevering and enduring quality. It's very fruitful and it's very feminine. And so there's lots of these qualities that embody this Taurus energy. Taurus is a fixed earth sign, so it doesn't like change as much as the mutable signs. It really likes its creature comforts and its physical comforts. Its material comfort. So it's very in touch with its home, its land, its finances. And Taurus represents the physical manifestation and the urge to form and create a union through which something tangible and long-lasting can be built. So what does this mean? Let's break down this concept a little bit, right? Physical manifestation or manifestation energy. Just like that seed, right? It's a physical manifestation of that blueprint, that life force energy, and it physically manifests in this world as it sprouts, blooms, and blossoms. And where does it come from? You know, the Taurus energy being a fixed earth sign, all of the things that we have all around us in the world come from Mother Earth, right? These wooden shelves, all of these medicinal herbs behind me, everything that we have in our world came from our world, and our world is Mother Earth. So let's take a look at that. When the things that we get from our world come from our land, our soil. And when you take a look at the soil is a collection of organisms and microorganisms that work together to bring life into physical form. And so this Taurus energy represents that physical manifestation, bringing that life force energy into this physical world, working together in community, collectively, to create something new, to build something lasting, to build something tangible. So this is the essence of that Taurus energy. And this energy is helping us to create a new Earth. For those of you studying in the Lunar Club, we've been studying these celestial energies, and we're seeing the old world collapse and crumble around us. The whole world as we've known it is crumbling with corruption and greed and false narratives, and we're seeing this world just collapse before our feet, and simultaneously we're seeing this new world emerge. It's being born at the same time, and this Taurus energy is helping this new Earth to emerge. And this new Earth emerges from within. So the new Earth emerges within ourselves, and once that new Earth is conceived and is born within us, we can begin to see the new Earth all around us and begin to create the new Earth around us. But we can't create a new Earth around us in the outside world until it is fully embodied and integrated within our being. So it happens with us individually first. That new Earth emerges within us first, and then we can begin to see the new Earth being born collectively around the planet. So this is amazingly beautiful energy to harness. So how do we do that, right? This is the time to bring the ideas down into Earth and physically apply them in practical ways. Taurus is all about the physical world, and so it's not just enough to keep those thoughts swirling in our mind. It's to take those thoughts, yes, I have a good idea, I'm going to use my focus, my willpower, my perseverance, and my physical body and bring those ideas into this physical world. That's what Taurus energy is all about, bringing them and physically applying them in practical ways. Using your resources, your talents, your money, your physical abilities to produce something solid and long-lasting. Taurus is all about finances and material possessions. So when working with this Taurus energy, this is the time to evaluate your values and your self-worth. Where are your values? Are they in the right place? Where is your level of self-love and self-worth? Is it where you want it to be? If not, this is the time to work on those, and Taurus energy is here to help us work through that. So this is the time to get in touch with your inner self, your emotions, your sensual side, your unique beauty, your divinely created body, and the sensory realm with which we use our physical body to explore and discover the world around us. This is the time to enjoy being embodied and to establish bonds with other beautiful souls, to be creative, to be co-creators in this world. And the moon helps us do that. So when working with the new moon in Taurus, this is a great time to focus our wishes on financial prosperity, career success, love, fertility, artistic inspiration, security, material and physical comforts, sensuality and sexuality, aromas and tastes, gratitude, connection with nature, contentment, perseverance, patience, trustworthiness, self-worth, boundaries, and releasing stubbornness, attachments, and resistance to change. These are all things that Taurus energy is brilliant at helping us with. So using this new moon energy with this Taurus energy to use that in these aspects in our life, right? All those aspects I just listed around self-worth and boundaries and our sensual side and our financial prosperity. These are the things that we really want to focus our new moon wishes on. So how is this achieved in this physical world? What does this look like? So this is achieved by spring cleaning and decluttering your house, cleaning up your yard, your land, your mind, your emotions, gardening your land, sowing seeds for the future, making a financial success plan. You know, we often feel like sometimes it's wrong to focus on our finances, but truth is, money can make life way more comfortable, and Taurus is all about creating a comfortable environment. And a new moon in Taurus is a perfect time to work your magic, to create the life that you want, to create the money that you want, and to create the creature comforts that you want. But remember this perspective, that someone is already wishing for what you already have. So gratitude is super important when you're making your new moon wishes. We're not wishing from the ego, we're wishing from the soul. And these are soulful wishes. And so when we're wishing for more money to come into our life, more creature comforts, more security, more comfortability, we have to be grateful for what we have and take action, physical action towards what we want. Creating that physical financial success plan. Writing down what are steps that we can do to increase our financial success. Taurus will help us grab these ideas and bring them into physical reality. That's only half of the job. The other half of the work is physically doing that, and Taurus will help us with that, with the perseverance and the ingenuity and the endurance, the patience. And so that is another way to work with this Taurus energy. Another way is taking care of yourself, right? The self-worth and the self-love. So treating yourself to some self-care and self-love rituals. And that looks different for everyone, whether it's taking a hike in nature, or a self-care bath, or an at-home spa day. Whatever that means for you, taking some time off and treating yourself, taking care of yourself. We all have periods in our life and times where we need to heal, to regenerate, to refocus, to revitalize. And this is a great time to take care of ourselves and to increase our level of self-love and self-worth. Another way to work with this Taurus energy is getting in touch with your sensual senses, exploring the world more deeply with your physical senses. There was a period of time where I wasn't using my sense of smell as much, and I challenged myself to smell everything, to begin to navigate and discover the world through my sense of smell. And so getting in touch with your physical senses and your extrasensory perceptions. You know, we all have clair senses, our clairs. So getting in touch more with our physical senses and our clairs, that sensual side of navigating and discovering the world, is another way of harnessing this Taurus energy. Another way is to take a look at our character. Do a character check. Take a close look at the thoughts that are swirling around in our mental body. All the thoughts that keep coming in and out. All the thoughts that we've been carrying around with us throughout our life. Take a close look at our actions, our behaviors, and our habits. Have we been lazy or been feeling defeated lately? Because Taurus energy will help us to persevere through that, to grow through that, to let go of that mental baggage, to heal that nurturing Taurus energy, and to build and to create something new, that new self, that new you, and that new life that has been waiting to emerge. Use this Taurus energy to give birth to that new you and that new life you've always been wanting. And remember, it takes physical action, which is why ritual is so important to truly harnessing this energy of the new moon in Taurus. So if you'd like to learn more about rituals that you can do with harnessing this new moon in Taurus, take a look at my video on working with the new moon in the earth sign and the earth element. Taurus also rules our thyroid gland. So take some time to focus on thyroid health. What is our thyroid? Well, our thyroid is responsible for regulating our hormones, our metabolism, our heart rate, and so much more. So it definitely deserves some tender love and kindness. That means eating healthy, avoiding toxins, especially cigarettes and alcohol, getting enough sleep, and being healthy. These are all vital ways of keeping your thyroid happy and keeping your physical body happy, which Taurus energy is all about. Taurus also rules the throat, the chin, the neck, our voice, and our vocal cords. So if we need some healing or have some work to do around these areas, working with that while the sun and moon are in Taurus, using your new moon wishes around this, are all great ways to harness this Taurus energy and apply them into your physical life. So I hope you guys have a greater scope and perception of what Taurus energy is and how to work with the new moon in Taurus and to harness these energies to improve, enhance, and to bring transformational healing into our life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love Taurus energy. It's beautiful energy. And so I wish you guys the best in bringing in this Taurus energy and harnessing this to make this the best life ever and to bring forth the best version of you ever. Thanks, guys.